Hey, happy Friday. Let me grab some water. Then we get started. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I have water right here. Now, let me grab water. Okay, the back of my neck has been bothering me for a couple of days, so we're gonna do some stretching, okay? Just like before. We do this all the time, right? So, alright. I don't necessarily recommend that you do this with me because you need to take it slow. I've been stretching for a very long time, so that's why I can bend backward basically over for you. But you may need to take it slowly. Take it slow, okay? Because I don't want you to get injured. All right. So, but as for me, I don't get injured by doing this, okay? Uh, I've been doing this for decades. So, all right. Okay. Oh, 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 oh. And okay, that's good. Should be good. Uh, so after the recording yesterday, I struggled to find the proof, and I found it. Okay, after recording, I worked out the proof. Yeah, it was mathematical induction. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I will share that with you. All right, and but now let's talk about things that are not mathematical. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Because I began a topic, and as usual, I kind of veer to the side. I forgot what I was talking about. Then I stopped talking about that thing that I want to talk about and digressed. It happens all the time, right? So I'm relaxed. We are relaxed. We're not in a work environment. We're just having fun, metaphysical fun, right? This house, this room is University of Humanology, okay? It's university because we learn everything. Alright, we talk about everything, so alright. So so many people in America, they say, let's just compare blacks and whites for simplicity, okay? Well, I need some drinks. Yee, look at this wine glass. Totally fungal. Yee, not good. now. Just rinsed it a couple of times. Alright, what drink do I have? Yeah, the usuals. So, uh, let's talk about race, okay? Not necessarily racism. We're gonna talk about hyper anti-racism, okay? What is hyper anti-racism? Extreme anti-racism. So whenever things go wrong, you blame racism. Okay, that's hyper anti-racism, extreme anti-racism. Okay, whenever things go wrong, you blame racism. Okay, now in American jail prisons, I'm gonna make some examples, just some exemplary numbers, example numbers. Okay, number examples. The numbers I'm going to give you is not necessarily true. I'm just making some examples with numbers, okay? It's cold. I got to turn back on the heater. And so the let's assume there are only blacks and whites in America, okay? No Asians, no browns, no Hispanics, no Arabs, no Jews, no Indians, just blacks and whites, okay? Let's say, and actually that's how it was back then. Like in the 1700s, 1800s, America was mostly what 90% white, 10% black, something like that. I'm just giving you example numbers, okay? Okay, let's say that's true. Let's say today America 10% is black, 90% is white, okay? But if you go to jail, prison population would be like 50% black and 50% white. So black population is overrepresented in prison, meaning there are two possibilities. Blacks are more easily blamed for crimes. Like white people, they commit crime and they don't go to jail because they are rich. They can pay fancy lawyers, so they don't get to go to jail. And blacks, they're I'm talking about correlation, okay? There are exceptions. I'm talking about correlation, 90%, 10% kind of majority cases, okay? Yeah, there are exceptions. But yeah, let's say more black people are poor, okay, in terms of percentage, okay? So 10% of Americans are blacks, 90% of Americans are white. And let's say average salary for blacks are $50,000 per year, okay? And average salary level of white people are, let's say, $100,000 a year, okay? So if one black person and one white person, if they commit exactly same crime, white person, yeah, he's rich, so he's white, he's rich, so he can hire a lawyer and he can get away with his crime, right? But black person is poor, so he cannot afford a lawyer, so he go to jail. Okay, that's one possibility. Okay, now, um, so we can look at it from different angles. Now, so can we characterize that as a racism? Answer is no. It's money. Okay. Now, then why are black people poorer than whites? Well, it's because inheritance, right? White people have longer history than blacks, okay, in America, all right? I'm talking about modern America. It's Asian who came first over the Bering Strait during the Ice Age when the sea level was low. There was land bridge between Asia and Alaska, North America, okay? So like Aleutian Island, yeah, used to be lands. Okay, that's how, or maybe some shallow water or some short strait of deep water that they can cross with the sail with the boat very easily because during the ice age all the water is frozen up. That's why sea level was low during the ice age. So there was land bridge between Asia and America, or maybe some pockets of water they can easily swim over, or maybe boat with a sailing boat. Okay, so it was relatively easy to migrate from Asia to North America, and that's why it was Asians who came for the very first to the American continent. That's why American natives they look like me, Asians. Okay, so all the Pacific islands, okay, like Hawaii or Polynesia, Micronesia, they're all Asians. Okay, they came from Asia. That's why they look just like me. Okay, so but modern United States, yeah, it started by white people. Okay, in 1700s, 1600s, 1700s, and later on they brought African Americans. Yeah, we call them slaves because they were kind of sold. But yeah, it's some sad history. But in a sense, it's not too different from employment. Okay. Yeah, I know they were cruel, right? With whips and physical. Yeah, it was bad. Okay, so let's not hide that history. Okay, so but America was just one of many countries who had slaves. Okay, it wasn't just America. It was Europe. It was everywhere. Okay, all right. So yeah, so many African many Africans came to America during the 1700s uh, as slaves. Okay, so forced labor force against their wills and in a very harsh condition. Okay, so and then so basically they were employees, low wage, minimum wage employees. Okay, that's how they started. African Americans. That's their ancestry. Okay, low wage earners, and as opposed to white people who have lived maybe 100 years at least longer than African Americans. Okay, and many white people also started very poor, but as generation after generation through inheritance, they accumulate this family fortune. Okay, for example, land. All right, land is expensive, right? Land, real estate, realty, real property is one of the most expensive asset. And after your parents die, you inherit your parents' land or ancestral land, land by grandparents, great grandparents. Okay, so white people have that. So white people tend to be richer than other races because they have this inheritance from 300, 400 years ago. Okay, the white people who first came and started the modern America, where it's no longer community property, all these lands, but it's a private property. Okay, that's the modern Western concept of land ownership. All right, so why that's why white people tend to be rich. It has nothing to do with racism, my friend. Okay, nowadays people cry racism, not just young people, old people too. Okay, they cry racism. Oh, it's because of racism. Because of racism, it's not. Okay, they say so because they don't understand history. They're ignorant. Okay, especially liberals. Liberals. They tend to be extremely ignorant people. I'm anti-gayist, and do you know what they call me? They call me ignorant. Liberals. Okay, I say it the other way. Okay, you are pro-gayist because you are ignorant. Okay, because they don't know why gayism is so toxic and harmful. Okay, now they call me ignorant. Again, they liberals they cry racism. Oh, it's because of racism. Again, it's because they are ignorant of history. Okay, if you are pro-gayist, you are ignorant because you don't understand science. All right. I know history, I know science. Okay, so it's not racism. Okay, it's inheritance. It's history. Uh, White ancestors, they were rich, right? So that's why white people they inherit the money. I mean, would you blame white people for leaving their money and their land, their fortune to their sons, their white kids? You cannot blame white people for that because everybody does that. It's not just white people who do that. Black people, Hispanic people, Asian people. It's human nature. When we die, we want to leave our fortune, legacy, inheritance to our kids and grandkids. Would you rather give it to what? Random strangers? Or back to the government? Or, right? It's just white people are just people like any other races. Okay? So that's how it is. So and then why black people are more percentage of black people are in jail. Yeah, it's one of that. The reason is the defense. They don't have money to defend themselves. They cannot pay the lawyers. All right. Of course, we have public defenders, but they are not as good as private practice criminal defense lawyers. Okay. Why? Because public defenders they don't get paid very well, not nearly as well as private criminal defense lawyers. Okay. Only the like yeah nowadays what Epstein this what billionaire was a very good friend of President Trump. Okay, so when this Epstein guy, billionaire, he's like in finance, whatever, probably an investor or something. Yeah, he's a good friend of President Trump, and I read this news article, kind of liberal outlet news article. Okay, who doesn't like Trump very much, and I don't like President Trump very much either. Okay, so nowadays I kind of watch a lot of liberal news outlet, listen to NPR and stuff because we have something in common now, liberals and me. We don't like President Trump very much. Okay. Not exactly common enemy, but I got no enemy. So, yeah, this Epstein guy, right? Uh, yeah, he hired some fancy defense lawyers, and so he got out of jail very soon after he was accused of child molestation, this underage, there's a statutory rape. You can go to jail for a very long time for that. Okay, statutory rape, having sex with underage girl, you know. But he served what, a couple of days in jail and then he got out, something like that, right? Because like the U.S. attorney, what today is he just resigned, but Trump administration of the Secretary of Department of Labor, you know, he was U.S. attorney for that, and they are all elitist. President Trump, this U.S. attorney, this Epstein guy, yeah, they are all chummies, they are friends, because they are just elitist. Went to top school, they're rich, powerful, famous. Okay, so yeah, they're friends. So yeah, the U.S. attorney, this prosecutor, or federal prosecutor, he just got him out of jail very soon. You know, that kind of deal. And President Trump, he probably knew about what Epstein was doing. Okay, messing with underage girls or messing with young girls. And President Trump actually praised, he admired, he showed admiration of this Epstein guy. Probably not for underage, but probably he knew about it. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm just speculating. But he did comment on this Epstein guy being a womanizer, always hanging out with the young, beautiful girls. Okay. And back then, yeah, Mr. Donald Trump, he admired that. Yeah, he always know how to get girls, that kind of stuff. Okay, so it was recorded. Okay, it was done in some kind of magazine interview or something. So I read that, so it's no surprise. But President Trump, he does the same thing, right? He's a womanizer too. How about Justice Kavanaugh, right? They're the same kind. Okay, womanizer. They don't have much respect for women. They treat women as sexual objects. They have sex. Probably they have like multiple STDs. President Trump Justice Kavanaugh and Epstein guy, Harvey Weinstein, Matt Lauer. My guess is that they have multiple STDs because they have sex with hundreds, if not thousands, of women. Okay, polygamist. Okay. Oh well, but girls they love money, power, and fame. So probably it wasn't rape. It wasn't sexual assault. This Epstein guy, it was it? Yeah, prostitution. Okay, all these young girls. I'm sure he paid them very good. So I bet it was all consensual. Okay. Now that these girls who used to have sex with Epstein for money, now that they are old, they are women, right? Old women, they need money too. So now what do? They sue him. Just like Harvey Weinstein and Hollywood actresses and models, right? When they were young, yeah, they can sell their vagina to Harvey Weinstein and make money, right? Get film roles and but now that they are old, Harvey Weinstein wouldn't even have sex with them anymore, let alone give them film roles. He moved on. He go after young girls now. So like 20 years ago, 10 years ago, once the actresses who used to be young is now old. So they still want money, right? From Harvey Weinstein, so milking his man's tits. That's what this Me Too movement girls are doing. They are old, so what do? They sue Harvey Weinstein, and they write a book about him, and that's how they make money off of this Harvey Weinstein's man tits, making money out of his tits, fat cat's man tits. Okay, so, well, President Trump's man tits. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, it's funny, right? It's true. So, yeah, it's all same bullshit. Okay, it's the same bullshit. These women, this is whores, prostitutes, right? So they're worse than real whores and real prostitutes because they are whores. They are same kind of whores, perhaps high class whores, prostitutes, but they pretend that they are not. So they are committing whoredom, but their second sin is they lie about it. They pretend they are not whores. Okay, that's why they are worse than sex workers on the street. Okay, so okay, and another dimension of this high percentage of blacks in prison is this. Again, it has nothing to do with racism. Why? Because there is no racism in America anymore. Okay, there's no such a thing. America does not have any racism. Okay. Now, another reason that blacks are represented in prison population is that again it's money. Okay, it's inheritance, lack of inheritance. So without money, probably you don't get good education. Even public school system, in a city like Los Angeles, for example, there are rich area like Beverly Hills or poor area like South LA, right? And the public schools are funded by property tax. So public schools in Beverly Hills, they have a lot of money because those properties are very expensive. Property owners are very rich people. So property tax is a lot of money. So top teachers, yeah, they will go to Beverly Hills High School, right? And also better buildings because they have a lot of property tax. That's what public school use to pay their teachers and build their buildings. Compared to South Los Angeles, South LA, yeah, poor quality of buildings, poor quality of teachers. So yeah, poor people don't get good education. It has nothing to do with racism. Okay. You go to South Korea, because I grew up there as a child. In Seoul, South Korea, capital city Seoul, yeah, there are rich neighborhood and poor neighborhood. Schools in poor neighborhood, it's not public school like high school, middle school, elementary school in poor neighborhood. It's not the same educational quality as public school in rich neighborhood. My neighborhood was middle class. It wasn't like rich neighborhood. Okay. In South Korea, Seoul, there's just only one race. Koreans, Asians. There's no other race, so it's not racism. What is it? It's inheritance. Okay? Me, for example, I mean, I didn't inherit money from my grandparents or anything because they are just middle class. They don't have anything to leave me, and I don't. Even if they had, I don't want it. Okay, I'll just give it to my yeah, give it to my siblings. Okay, you gave me a lot of love, my parents. Okay, so I don't think it's appropriate that I expect money from you. Because you gave me something more precious than money, life, education, love, discipline, wisdom. Yeah, my parents, grandparents. How can I ask for any? How can I ask for more? Money? Yeah, give it to my siblings. Okay, I don't need it. Okay, but if you insist, yeah, I'll take it. But I'm not asking for it. Okay, because I make enough money to get by. I don't need that much money. You know, I just need vodka money and cigarette money. That's all. Now, so yeah, you have to analyze. You have to be logical, factual, historical. Okay, so white people came here first, and then they brought in blacks as slaves, as employees, low wage, minimum wage workers, and America is about property, private property ownership. It's not communist. It's not socialist. So after white people die, they give the money of these white parents descended down to their white children. Black people die, they got nothing to leave behind to their black children. So black children are poor compared to white children who have this inheritance money from their rich white parents. Okay, and it continues this generational inheritance. Okay, it has nothing to do with racism. It's just inheritance. It's that simple. I need you to understand this. Okay, and if you have a lot of money, you're probably living in a better neighborhood, and your public school is better quality than public school in a poor neighborhood. Okay, it has nothing to do with racism. That's how it is in Seoul, South Korea too. When there's no other race than Koreans, Asians. Okay, so it's not racism, all right? So there's this definite advantage that I have over many of you because I lived in both Asia, Korea, where there's only one race for nearly 2 decades, and by now I lived in America for more than 2 decades. Okay, so I lived longer in America than in Korea. Okay, so I can compare. This Korean society, monolithic, mono-race society, and America, multi-race society. I can compare. Okay, so it's good to have some different experience, you know. So yeah, we'll take a break and we'll continue this discussion about race. Not racism, but more about hyper anti-racism. Okay, we are. It's it's a wrong ideology to adopt. You just blame everything to racism. Yeah, it's a satanic ideology because it's wrong ideology. Okay, so if you subscribe to that ideology, you better get out of it. Okay, because it's bad for you. Okay. We'll take a break. Okay. So, so what we just did was we slayed a dragon. Okay, we slayed a dragon of hyper anti-racism. Okay, because how with knowledge and logic, experience, we killed it and we ate it. That's what we do. We are not just ghostbusters. We are ghost eaters. We kill it and we eat it. Mmm, yummy. Yeah, we kill the snakes and we eat the snakes. Okay. So, we are snake eaters. Okay, so devil eaters. We eat Satan's. We kill it and we eat it. Okay, so. Uh, okay, so it's about money. Okay, yeah, it is. But that's only half of the story. Money is more physical thing. There are also things that are metaphysical asset, discipline. Okay, because not every black people grow up to be criminals. Many do, right? But many black people they become doctors, lawyers, judges, even presidents or politicians. Yeah, so many blacks. Yeah, they have strong discipline. They work very hard. They do good in school, and but one area that black people need to explore is academia. Okay, not many black African Americans becomes scientists. Okay, Indians, Jews, Middle Easterns, whites, Asians, yeah, they get a lot of PhD, right? But I mean, many of them get PhDs. But African Americans, they tend to be more like they become CEOs, politicians, doctors, lawyers, judges. They do that, okay. But in terms of science, like PhD, not many black African Americans do that. So that's unexplored area, and I highly encourage African Americans to explore those areas. Okay, so because they can. Okay, if they are smart enough to become doctors and lawyers, they can do PhDs. Okay, and become professors in physics, mathematics. And look, how many mathematics professors are black? Uh, right? As opposed to there are so many black doctors and black lawyers, right? But how many mathematics professors are black? Not many, right? So yeah, there's I want African Americans to explore that area. Okay, so highly encourage you. So okay, yeah, physics, mathematics, science. Okay, okay. What else? So yeah, metaphysical asset. That's about discipline. Okay, so for example, my parents. I mean, it's not like they are from very rich family. Okay, but through sheer diligence, because uh, my parents they are very disciplined people, so they inherited that metaphysical asset, and my grandparents are very disciplined, so my parents learn that discipline as they grow up. So very hardworking people, study very hard in school and work very hard when they got a job. So they moved up. All right, so they are like middle class, perhaps upper middle class. Okay, so I grew up in that kind of family and that kind of neighborhood. So I got the benefit from my parents' hard work. They didn't have much. No, they didn't have inheritance money, not much. Okay, it was about their diligence. All right, and then so through their sheer diligence, yeah, I was able to get good education in a good neighborhood. Okay, so that's how I can do this, like economics, mathematics, history, linguistics. Okay, because I have good education. Okay, thanks to my parents. Okay, so it's all credit all goes to my parents. Okay, hardworking parents and also grandparents too. Okay, I don't deserve any single credit for whatever that I know. Okay, so it's not just my parents though. I came back to America because I was born here, and then I got scholarship, fellowship. Okay, yeah, just charitable donation by private individuals or the scholarship foundation, also American government too. I got Pell Grants. Okay, yeah, I've got a lot of benefit from school officials, scholarship foundations, private and public grants. Yeah. Also, I work very hard. I study very hard. Okay. So when asked about reparation, African American reparation, meaning, yeah, past to repair the past discrimination, yeah, let's give money to black people. Okay. When asked about that, President Obama said, no, no, yeah, the best reparation would be investment in education for African Americans, and that was very good answer. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so when somebody's poor, okay, somebody's poor, it's not easy to concentrate on schooling, right? Because you are just hungry. It's not easy to concentrate on schooling, studying, if you are too hungry. If you are living in a very sleazy neighborhood, sketchy neighborhood, too much distraction, there's gunshot here and there, there's robbery and break-in, home invasion. Probably it's not easy to focus on studying in that kind of neighborhood. All right, so then what's the solution? Let's start talking about solution. Okay. Oh, it's easy. Okay. And you have internet, right? Yeah. So basically, the education system that I propose is we can get rid of schools. Okay, you can learn everything in through internet. You just take exams. Okay, you study on your own through whatever means. Then education can be free for anyone. Okay, you just study in the internet, Wikipedia or whatever, YouTube video, and some used books from Amazon, which is very cheap, old edition, right? That's how I studied bar exam to pass the bar exam. Okay. Uh, this bar prep courses, which cost like several $1000s. I didn't take one. Okay, why? I didn't have money, so I just purchased old edition, old edition of law books, and I studied it. And first time I missed by 1 point. Second time I passed with comfortable margin. Okay, so of course my friends helped me. Okay, who already passed the bar exam. Okay, so yeah. How about crimes? Oh, no problem, because we're gonna put them in jail. All right. We're gonna put them in crime. All the criminals, we will go to their neighborhood and we will clean them out. How? We're gonna use U.S. military forces. Okay, they're gonna assist local police forces. We'll go to their neighborhood and then we'll clean out the streets. And we put them all the criminals in jail, and in jail they will learn to work, and also they will learn to study. Okay. So we wanna save everybody. We correct them. We'll teach them. Okay. Nobody will be left behind when I'm the president in 2021 January. Okay. So you better vote for me. Okay. So because I know how to do these things. All right. I won't be doing what President Trump do. Shaking hands with Mr. Kim Jong Un or photo ops. I won't be doing that. No, I'll be saving America. Okay, and yeah. So there in America, there is this saying where you fool me once, shame on me. I mean, you fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, shame on me, right? So Trump fooled you and also me, uh, because we voted for him, many of us. President Trump in 2016. So he fooled us once, right? Okay, shame on you, President Trump. But he's running again in 2020, right? If he fools you again, then shame on you, because he's not gonna fool me again. Because I realized it wasn't exactly a mistake, but I can do better than President Trump, because that's why I'm running. So he's not gonna fool me again. I'm not gonna vote for him again. Probably I'll vote for myself. Probably I will be the only one who's gonna vote for this person. Okay, that's fine. Just for the record, I ran for the president. Okay, so, and I got one vote. Okay, I'll be voting for myself. I'll scratch out these stupid names like Donald J. Trump or what, Joe Biden. Joe Biden isn't too bad. Okay, but well, he's Democrat, right? So, I mean, nowadays, if you're still Democrat, then something's wrong with you. So, scratch out their names, and I will write down my own name. Probably I will be the only one human being in America who will do that, right? So, but it's fun. I like doing that. I like doing stupid, crazy shit like that. Okay, so I'll do it. No, come November 2020. Okay, so as a protest, freedom of voting rights and freedom of speech. That's what I'm gonna do. I love doing that shit. It may mean nothing to many people, but it does mean something to me. Protest. Okay, it's about spirit. I just me voting, just single person me voting for myself as the president. It's not gonna make me the president, but I will feel very good about it. At least it makes a good joke, good story. All right, so I'm gonna do it. Okay. I scratch out this Donald J. Trump or Joe Biden's stupid names, and I will write down my own name. Not over their names, because then it won't be legible, right? So some I will find some blank spot and write down my name. Okay. Pathetic, sure, but I'm enjoying it. Okay, I doing that kind of stuff. Okay, it's kind of mischievous, though, but I'm harmless. Okay, I'm totally harmless. I'm just exercising my freedom of speech. I'm not making any graffiti on the wall. No, that costs too much to erase graffiti. Don't do it. Okay, I'm just exercising my voting right. It's constitutional right. So yeah, I'm official candidate for presidency. So I'm just voting for myself. It's nothing illegal. It doesn't harm anybody. Maybe it will give somebody a good laugh. This, voting, election, people, counting people. You give them a good laugh. Okay. Which is great. I would love to entertain all these volunteers in the election process. Yeah, it would be my great honor to entertain them, to give them a good laugh. Yeah, they will be laughing at me. So yeah, but that's my job as an entertainer, comedian. Yeah, I'll be very happy to. I gave them good laugh. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're gonna redraw this diagram. Okay. This, yeah, it's kind of mathematical, but not a very difficult mathematics. Okay. So you have North Korea. You have metaphysical level. We're gonna put in the vertical axis. Okay. So three-dimensional coordinate. Okay. So okay. So let's say this is time. Okay, time axis, and this time axis go from left to right. Space axis go from back to front, and metaphysical level we call it evolution, evolutionary level, evolutionary stage, go from bottom to top. Okay, so here is North Korea. Okay, and here is let's say Europe. Okay, and Europe, let's say this is 1000 AD, and this is what 2000 AD. Okay, so Europe in 1000 AD, their level was about here, but over time, they have evolved. So in 2000, yeah, they are very civilized people. Okay, but okay, I'm sorry. Um, I have to draw this very correctly. Okay, so for 1000 years, okay, they went up, they moved up. So this is the delta evolution, the evolutionary change. Okay, so yeah, okay, it's three-dimensional space. Now, North Korea, okay, North Korea in the year 2000, okay, uh, let's make it steeper. Okay, so you have Europe, okay, in time for 1000 years, from 1080 to 2080. They came a long way, okay, so they evolved a lot, okay. Dropped my pen cap. But North Korea, yeah, it's tricky because we are drawing the three-dimensional picture, right? So we have to do this very carefully because it's not easy to draw this three-dimensional picture. Okay, so you have this European plane. Okay, it's Europe, so spatial coordinate is fixed at E. So you have that, and then you have this time, right? So starting from E, it goes time progresses, proceeds. So it's a two-dimensional plane, okay? And the vertical level is the evolutionary stage. Is are they barbarians, barbarics, or are they more civilized? Are they more like animals, or are they more like gods? Are they more do they care about ethics, morality, rather than like animals who only care about money, power, fame, food, sex? Yeah, so President Trump, Harvey Weinstein, Matt Lauer, they are like animals, okay? They are not like metaphysical, superior human beings. But these animalistic people, they end up being celebrities who those people, they only care about money, power, and fame. Very materialistic, mammonic things, okay? Because they don't have any moral, ethical backbone. They don't care about that. They just go over with whatever the majoritarian view is, like gay marriage, tattoo piercings. Yeah, President Trump is okay with all those things, right? They're like animals, okay? So they don't really care about ethics or morality. They only care about money, power, and fame, and sex. Okay, so they are like animals. Money, power, fame is about food. Food. Okay, so they're like animals. Okay, and criminals. Uh, they are just like President Trump, Harvey Weinstein, Matt Lauer. Very animalistic. Okay, or this Epstein guy, this Justice Kavanaugh. They're all same kind criminals. Okay, because they only care about money, power, and fame. Oh, well, not that, but they only care about food and sex. So what do? Criminals. They don't care about. They don't have any morality, ethics concern. They only care about food and sex. So what do? They steal, rape, kill. Criminals. They are just like animals. Okay. So okay. That's just the way it is. I mean, criminals. Yeah, they only care about sex. They don't care about ethics, law, morality. What do? Yeah, they rape. And they don't want to go to jail, so what do? They kill the girl after they rape them, right? Okay, so they're like animals, criminals. Okay, so what do? They steal. Like robbery, home invasion, right? Burglary, bank robbery. After that, what do? They kill because they don't want to have evidence, right? They don't want to go to jail, so yeah, they kill the witnesses. Criminals, they're just like animals. Okay, so I mean, look at bears. If I go to Alaskan forest right now, there'll be bears who want to kill me and eat me, right? Criminals, what do they do? Yeah, they'll kill me and rob me, but they're not gonna get anything by killing me and robbing me because they will inherit my debt. They're not gonna make money by killing me. They will be losing money by killing me because they're gonna inherit some kind of credit card debt or whatever that I have. Okay. Oh man. Because they will have, if they steal my credit card, they will inherit my credit card debt. This thief. So they will lose money by stealing my credit card. Okay, because they're gonna have to pay for my credit card bills. So don't steal from me because you're not gonna like it because you'll get bills, credit card bills. Okay, so you're gonna lose money if you ever kill me and steal my credit card. You're gonna lose money because you're gonna have to pay for my credit card debt. Okay, so I told this joke to my friend and they loved it. Okay, so I guess there's some benefit of being poor. Okay, so okay, so North Korea. Okay, in uh, let's say North Korea in 2000, in 1000. Okay, in North Korea in 2000, they are at this level, evolutionary level. Let's say one. Okay, okay, in 2000. Okay, how about in 1000? Oh boy. Let's say it's the same way, like 1000 AD in North Korea. Well, that's when South Korea and North Korea was one country. Probably Korea, 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 or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it was divided by Korea, Paekje, and Shilla. I don't know. I forgot. Okay, I used to know. Okay, but Yeah, it was a monarch, this king and servant, old school, like 1000 AD in South Korea and North Korea. It's based on king. Okay, you serve the king. Okay, so it's like dictatorship basically. Okay, so in 2000 AD, North Korea is still dictatorship. They serve one king, Mr. Kim Jong Un. Okay, so punk ass, right? Yeah, he's fucking punk. Okay, why? He's younger than me, and he doesn't. What the fuck does he know, man? Mr. Kim Jong Un. He's a fat cat. Elite. Oh, he got educated in what, Switzerland, just because well, he got some good parents. I mean, wealthy parents. Mr. Kim Jong Il, his grandparent happened to be Mr. Kim Il Sung, the founder of North Korean communist regime. He's a snake, Mr. Kim Il Sung. Great deceiver. Okay, he created this North Korea. He's a fucking snake, evil man, selfish man, lustful, greedy, fat cat. That's what Mr. Kim Il Sung is. The god of North Korea. Okay, he's a fat cat, like just like President Trump. So maybe it's not surprising why President Trump and Mr. Kim Jong Un, they're kind of chummies, friends. They both inherited from their parents' wealth. They were Mr. Kim Jong Un and President Trump. They were born with a silver spoon in their mouths. So yeah, they have a lot in common, right? Yeah, elites, privileged class. Unlike the rest of us. Okay, so yeah, whatever. I don't see that as a beautiful friendship. Okay, it's like dirty friendship. Dirty friendship. Okay, the friendship between Mr. Kim Jong Un and President Trump. Okay, dirty, privileged, gentrified, gentries, high class, upper class. This privileged class, inheritance people. Okay. Okay, North Korea in 1000 AD. Yeah, they were about here. So they are not quite making any progress. Because 1000 years ago, yeah, it was based on this kingdom. All this king based. One king, everybody else is inferior. Inheritance based. Yeah, you're a king. Oh, yeah, your son will be the prince. It wasn't just North Korea, not just Asia, in Europe, in the Middle East, in Israel. Yeah, Solomon. He became the king just because he was the bastard son of a bitch. Not a bitch, a whore. The bastard son of a whore and also a murderer. Yeah, King David was a murderer. Bathsheba, was it Bathsheba? What's her name? Solomon's mother. I don't know. Yeah, she's like whore, you know. She intentionally took a bath, like got naked, with curtain wide open. She knew. Yeah, King David is right there, you know, next door, next building. King David's palace. She seduced David by taking a bath with curtain wide open. Okay, she planned all this. Okay, because she would rather have sex with King David than her husband. Okay. She would rather be living in the palace, king's palace, than living in this sleazy apartment with this Israelite army general. She wouldn't want that. She planned all this. Okay, she got naked and she threw the curtain wide open and so that the King David, this womanizer, polygamist, would see her naked and invite her in to king's palace. Yeah, women are like that. Women want money, you know, the money, power, fame. That's why President Trump, Harvey Weinstein, Matt Lauer, Epstein, Justice Kavanaugh, they get all the girls. Yeah, money, power, and fame. Yeah, they get hundreds of women, young women, the most beautiful women. Harvey Weinstein, okay? So consensual, okay? That's how women are. They just love money. Guys, we are no better. We just love vaginas, young, slender tits. I mean, animalism, okay? Animalistic. It's like beast, you know. That's how people are, okay? We are all materialistic, but we are humanologists, okay? We want to be more like God, metaphysical, rather than low down animals, okay? We want to evolve, right? We don't care about money, power, fame, sex. We care about higher values like ethics, morality, righteousness, justice, truth, okay? Let's take a break, okay? So yeah, we'll finish this diagram later, okay? Happy Friday, by the way, okay? So we'll also get back to mathematics too, okay? But yeah, we'll take a break. Yeah, I'm getting drunk, okay? So what? Okay, let me show you something, okay? We're after a break, okay? Oh, it's getting hot. Yeah, like martial yoga, martial art yoga, okay? Yeah, I can do like this, like, yeah, or like this. You can't quite see my arms, huh? Like this, okay? Or so backward, forward, sideward, okay? Yeah, but it's more difficult because I'm kind of drunk, but yeah. Take five, okay? Guys, be calm. Okay. So, uh, man, where are we? Well, we are everywhere, right? But I got this mosquito bite. Okay, I have this socks on, but this hardcore mosquitoes. They find a way to penetrate this sock on my right foot, and they got me. One of these mosquitoes. Oh, and it's being itchy now. Whatever. All right. So let's take a break from we didn't want to talk about mathematics, but look what we are doing. It's mathematics, right? It's like Cartesian third dimensional geometry. Yeah, you cannot quite get away from mathematics, okay? You cannot quite run away because they are everywhere, right? Mathematics. So yeah, I mean, America, man, we don't hate black people. There's nobody. I've never seen who hate black people. Okay, in 2 decades of my residence, my life, 2 decades, more than half of my life, I spent in America. More than 2 decades in America. I've never seen who hate black people. No, not one. Yeah, they joke about black people. They call them niggers sometimes, but it's just a joke. Have I seen people who make fun of Asians like me? Yeah, on my fucking face. Okay, they will call me gook, chink, Chinese. I don't say this racism. It's just making fun of me. I mean, what's the big deal? It's no big deal, okay? Don't you make fun of white people? I do. I make fun of my white people. Yeah, honkies, what crackers. That's kind of harsh. Yeah, white people. Yeah, white people cannot dance. I have many ethnic friends. So when I'm with ethnic friends, I make fun of white people. Okay. Oh, white people they don't know how to dance. Yeah, I make fun of white people when I'm with ethnic friends. Okay. Uh, Sometimes when I have white friends who are very close friends, yeah, I make fun of them in a racial way, making jokes over white people. No big deal. What's the problem? So yeah, if you're black, nobody hates you because you're black. It just doesn't exist in America anymore. Okay, maybe back in the days. Okay. Okay, let's go back to North Korea and Europe. Okay, so yeah, North Korea, uh, in year 2000 they are here in the evolutionary stage, which is same evolutionary level of one. Um, but Europe has evolved. So in from year 1000, which is evolutionary stage one, which is a kingdom, king servant, master servant, and now they have what's called democracy and capitalist society. Okay, so there's no more fixed uh, class. Okay, so right now, uh, then two. Okay, so they evolved. They got civilized. So it's no longer this fixed class like system, like caste system in India. India is not like that anymore. Okay, there's class upward mobility. Okay, but back in the days, like 1,000 years ago, anywhere in the world, in Europe, Asia, India, yeah, it was all based on class inheritance. You're born to this family of kings and queens, then you become the prince or princess. Okay? There's no class upward mobility back in the days, 1,000 years ago, anywhere in the world. Okay? But Europe, they have evolved. So they came up with just capitalism, democracy. I mean, democracy, it goes way back, but whatever. So they kind of readopted this democracy and also capitalism. So you can change your class status if you study very hard and if you work very hard. Yeah, you can go to higher class. And look at me. Okay, I used to work in a grocery store, and then I become a computer programmer, and now I'm a student type kind of office worker. Okay, making more and more money, and getting more and more respect, social echelon, class echelon. Okay, yeah, I'm moving up very slowly. Okay, yeah, many times I slip back down to lower level, then up, up. Yeah, roller coaster ride, but yeah, whatever. And that's a good thing. But in North Korea, for 1,000 years, they didn't make any progress. They're still based on this class system. You know, like Mr. Kim Jong Un, just because he was born onto this family, this Mr. Kim dynasty, Kim Il Sung, then Kim Jong Il, then Kim Jong Un, right? Kim dynasty in North Korea. So it's they didn't make any progress in terms of social evolution. They're still based on this king servant system, class system, where there's no upward social mobility, class mobility. Okay. So yeah, so that's like 1,000 years back in the days in Europe when there used to be kings, princesses, barons, whatever nobility name, counts. Okay, so they are still here, but 1,000 years ago, Europe was there too. It was just based on kingdoms, and so yeah, there's some connection between North Korea and Europe. Okay, 1,000 years ago, North Korea and Europe was at the same level. It's about fixed class system, like caste system in India. It was not just India, it was Europe, Asia, India, everywhere. Okay. King Solomon, okay, the son of a, I don't think his mother was a bitch, but she was a whore, slut. Okay. She wanted King David to see her naked when she's taking a bath. That's why she opened up the curtain. She planned all this, man. Okay, but what's her name? Bathsheba or something? I don't know. See, she planned all this shit. Okay, so just because Solomon's father was King David, Solomon became the next king. Okay, it's based on class. Just like President Trump. President Trump is this real estate mogul Trump just because he was born in the family of this his father, real estate successful businessman. Just like Mr. Kim Jong Un, just because he's the son of Mr. Kim Jong Il in North Korea, who happened to be the son of Mr. Kim Il Sung. Yeah, it's based on inheritance. Okay. And then is inheritance something evil? Well, you cannot get rid of inheritance. Okay, why? Because look, ask yourself, do you have kids? Would you rather give your money when you die to your children or to somebody else? Ask yourself. Okay, so you cannot get rid of inheritance. Okay. Yeah, in America you have inheritance tax, right? Yeah, you tax it substantially, right? Inheritance tax. But still, yeah. I mean, it's your money that you earned, or maybe you inherited it. But you rather give it to your sons and daughters rather than some random stranger or back to the government, like is shit. Okay. So you want that, and everybody do. Everybody does. They want to leave their money to their loved ones, be it their friends or their kids, spouses, parents, siblings. Okay, that's the will. You write the will. You write a will, and you specify who gets your money when you die. Okay, it's about that's like Fifth Amendment property right, right to property, private ownership. Okay, there's something very American, like freedom, liberty kind of thing. Okay, you have freedom of your own property. Okay, it's not about government. It's about you. It's very democratic kind of thing. Okay, so yeah, you cannot get rid of inheritance. Well, at least not in America. Okay, because America is about individual freedom, free will. Okay, we completed this picture. Okay, so now we'll take a break and we'll get back to mathematics. Okay, because I did prove what I failed to prove in the last episode. Okay, after the last episode, I went back to the drawing board and I worked it out and I proved it using mathematical induction. Okay, so after break, we're gonna erase all this crap and we'll talk about mathematical induction. Okay, because uh, there's a different way to look at mathematical induction using Boolean algebra. Okay, so uh, yeah, I it took me some time to come up with that, but God, Jesus, they never talk to me directly. Okay, maybe I'm not that special. All right, so but from what I have learned in school and from books, websites, YouTube, my friends, yeah, I had to do step by step. It's not like Srinivasa Ramanujan. No, God never talks to me. Jesus never talks to me. Okay, so I thought about this mathematical induction that I learned in Seoul, South Korea, like 2 decades, 2.5 decades ago, whatever. Okay, so yeah, then I kind of like took it to the next step. Okay, I combined mathematical induction with Boolean algebra. Okay, so and I want to share it with you. Okay, this discovery that God graciously bestowed upon me. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Old English. Okay, so I know some Old English words. Okay, do you know what pugilism is? Pugilist, it means a boxer. Okay, fighter. Yeah, because I studied GRE, graduate record exam. Okay, so I like that exam. SAT was Scholastic Assessment Test, GRE, graduate record exam, LSAT, law school admission test, MCAT. I don't know what MCAT means, but I studied for it briefly because I tried to be a doctor for a brief time. Okay, in my past. So whatever. Yeah, SAT was Scholastic Aptitude Test. Yeah, I think they are good tests because you learn vocabulary, old school, old English words. They're beautiful. Okay. I think they are good tests. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you ask me, I think they are very good tests. Okay. I like studying for those SAT, GRE, LSAT. I enjoyed studying for those exams, and in GRE and LSAT, with GRE I scored almost 100%. In LSAT, uh, what was my percentile? Probably like 97%. Okay, so I was top 3%. Okay, in law school, something like that. Okay, so I scored very well because I enjoyed studying for those exams, and I think they are very well designed exams. Okay, so yeah. Also TOEFL, yeah, English as foreign language or whatever. So, yeah, I had to take all those exams, but those exams motivated me to study because when I was in high school or middle school or elementary school, okay, uh, I remember these Korean teachers told us, I mean, hey, if you don't have any exams, would you ever study? You know. So yeah, it motivates us. It's sometimes it's painful, but yeah, it's a discipline. Okay, there's exam, you study for it. There's pressure, pain, but pain is good. Okay, it's about discipline. Makes you stronger. Okay, all right. Let's take a break. Okay, so then we'll do mathematics. We'll do mathematical induction. All right. All right. So North Korea did not make any progress in terms of this social evolution, right? Is it a good thing or bad thing? Well, are North Koreans so retarded? Well, it's not North Korean people, but I mean, on Earth, there's North Korea, there's Argentina, Brazil, Brazil. Okay, because I understand Portuguese. Okay, so Australia, Indonesia, you have Saudi Arabia, you have Sudan, you have Liberia. Liberia have some fantastic history, by the way. They are African Americans who went back to Africa. Okay, Liberia. I learned that from local classical music station. Okay, amazing history. Really. Back in 1700, 1800s. Okay, like Thomas Jefferson and Liberia. Okay, history of Liberia is fascinating. Yeah, all different countries all around the world. Okay, so North Korea is very unique. I love North Korea. Okay, they're one of a kind. There's no other country like North Korea. Okay, so I appreciate that, but at the same time, uh, they are doing something wrong. Okay, yeah, human rights. Okay, so they are being too cruel and they need to repent. Mr. Kim Jong Un, he's a punk ass. Okay, he's younger than me. Okay, he just grew up as a prince. What the fuck does he? This fucking punk ass know? And he's the head of this nation, North Korea, right? How about look at President Trump? What the fuck does he know? He's the president of the United States, and more than half of American citizens who pride themselves to be the most civilized, most capitalistic, most highly evolved, the most democratic, capitalistic, evolved, civilized, advanced people, American citizens. More than half of them are gonna vote for him again. This idiot, President fucking Trump. who is no better than Mr. Kim Jong-un in North Korea. So North Koreans who are brainwashed, yeah, you're Americans, huh? Are you American? You what? You make fun of North Korean people being brainwashed. Look at you. Republicans, Christians, conservatives. You are no better than North Koreans, my friends. Because you want to vote for President Trump again in 2010 in November, okay? You're no better than North Koreans who praise, who are afraid of Mr. Kim Jong Un in North Korea, okay? You are the same kind, brainwashed. Like Germans back in 1940s who voted for Herr Adolf Hitler. Hitler, Trump, Kim Jong Un, they are no different. They are same kind. They are dictators. Okay, so, but you're gonna vote for him again, right? In 2010 November, because you are no better than those Germans who voted for Adolf Hitler. You are no better than praising, clapping, applauding for Kim Jong Un in North Korea. North Korea now in 2019 and United States of America in 2019 and 1940 Germany under Nazi Adolf Hitler, they're all the same. Can't you see it? I hope you see it. You are all about the celebrity majority. What are you, Democrat? You are no better than Republicans. You're all about Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, this Ocasio-Cortez, AOC, Alexander Ocasio-Cortez, Lady Gaga, Michael Jackson, Madonna, Lady Gaga, gay marriage, marijuana, tattoo piercing, sugar, fat, obesity. You're the same. You only go after the biggest ideology, the mainstream, dominant, powerful, famous, rich, wealthy things. Americans, North Koreans, Germans back in Nazi era, they're all the same. They all depend on this most powerful big figure, this idol, Satan, devil. They just lean on this big idolatry, this big thing, something that's bigger than you. You just lean, depend on, hold on to this big ideology, whether it's God or Satan. It's all the same thing. Okay, so yeah, it's a dependence on power, something bigger than you. Okay, you're like mosquito. Okay, so it's human condition. I don't blame you for that. Perhaps I'm the same way. Yeah, maybe. But at least I'm doing it in some metaphysical way. Yeah, mathematics is something big, alright. Maybe I'm sucking on the toe mathematics. Toe. Maybe I'm sucking on the toe, toe of mathematics, okay. But at least I'm coming up with my own mathematics, as you can see, as you will see. Okay, I haven't showed you yet. Maybe I have already in past episodes, but because mathematics, I want to improve it. I want to make it better. Okay, I'm not just bowing down to these old mathematical traditions of decades or centuries or millennia. No, they're not doing it right. At least I can make it better. So I'm a revolutionary. Okay, minority. Okay, it's just me who's advocating for this brand new approach to mathematics. One person, just like Einstein was, Isaac Newton was. Okay, minority, one person in the world, going against the rest of the world, the rest of the spatial world and temporal history. Give me 1 second. We'll take a break. Okay, so. Hello. How are you? Hi, give me like 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, I'll be back. Okay. One minute. Okay, so we're gonna take a break, okay? So, okay. See you tomorrow, right?